Welcome to this video on project options for your Level 3 Plumbing and Heating qualification. In the next few minutes, we will guide you through the requirements for your practical project. Your practical project requires approximately 50 hours of site work. You may complete it as one large task or up to 4 smaller jobs. During the tasks, you will be visited on site by your assessor, who will mark and record the work you do. Before you start any task for your project, you must have completed the planning documents and had these marked by your assessor. These include a risk assessment, method statement, and materials lists. So what type of work do you need to do for your on-site project? Every company and every apprenticeship is slightly different. So the qualification is designed to allow you to choose different options to suit the work that you do on site. It seems complicated at first, but once you understand the different options, you can plan your own route through the qualification. You must select 4 from the 6 options we will cover in this video, ensuring that at least one of your tasks is either option 7A or 7B. Option 1 or 7A involves the installation of either central heating, sanitation, or gravity rainwater systems. This work includes installing the necessary pipework and demonstrating 2 distinct jointing methods. Option 2, or 7B, covers the installation of hot and cold water systems. You will be assessed on your ability to install pipework using 2 materials from the list, such as copper, plastic pressure pipe, or stainless steel. Also under option 7B, you must demonstrate proficiency in jointing techniques. You will be assessed on 2 methods from a provided list, including options like compression or crimping. Option 3, or 7C, focuses on fitting and connecting various components. You must be assessed on 6 components from the provided list, with at least 3 being repeated on more than one occasion. In addition to the main components for 7C, you must also select and be assessed on 3 items from this additional list, which includes fixtures like washing machines, water softeners, or underfloor heating manifolds. Option 4, or 7D, is about commissioning systems and appliances. You must safely adjust control features according to design specifications and manufacturer instructions for hot and cold water systems, plus 1 other system type. Option 5, or 7E, covers service and maintenance activities. Like commissioning, this requires working on hot and cold water systems, alongside one of the other 3 primary system options. Finally, option 6, or 7F, involves electrical systems, wiring, and testing. This relates to disconnecting and connecting electrical equipment and components within your plumbing and heating installations. For the electrical assessment, you must work with 4 components from the list provided, such as boilers, immersion heaters, or pumps, with at least 1 component being worked on more than once. Once you have completed the project work on site, you will complete an evaluation based on the largest task you completed on site. This will look at what went well, strengths, weaknesses, and whether you met the success criteria you set yourself in the planning. Finally, you will have a 40-minute professional discussion with an assessor from EAL who will ask you questions about the tasks you completed on site.